Wanted to get your perspective on what it feels like, after years and years of injury and, last year being the most recent, coming back right into the game and coach having the confidence in you and your health and your ability to play the game to start you immediately and have you be one of the leaders of this team at point guard. How does that make you feel? And how confident are you in yourself in this position?
It feels really good. I mean, it's never easy to have injury after injury back to back like I've had, but I mean, I've been putting the work in every day. It's a grind, so you just do it every single day. And we had training camp for about 3 weeks, so I felt good getting my feet under me. And Coach BJ has a lot of confidence in me, so that puts a lot of confidence in myself as well. Just coming out here every day, do what I can to be the best leader and player I can for my team.
And in the most recent ESPN rankings of where the WNBA teams stack up, it's kind of early anyway, but there's kind of like a fear of trusting in the wings and like what you guys can do this season, regardless of how big the first win was, and no matter how many losses other teams have. What do you have to do to break that mold and, establish confidence, worldwide in what you guys can do this season?
We just show up every game. Basketball is basketball. You throw the ball out, you got to play. So we're not listening to any of that. We're coming out every single day, getting better in practice and going to show up in the games and get better every game.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Drew. Next, we are going to go to Ron Thulin. Ron, go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, Moriah. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad it's not raining here, and that's a good thing.
Exactly.
Moriah, they've played 2 games. You've had a week off, and knowing players in the past, after you play that first game, you want to keep going. You don't want to have a week off. How tough is it to keep that mental edge, knowing that they played 2 and you've had this time off?
I mean, we don't really necessarily care about that. We've come into practice. We work hard every single day. We put ourselves in situations that we're in game-like situations anyway. So it is kind of tough having that week off, but at the end of the day, we don't have any excuses. We're going to show up to practice, play as hard as we can, and be prepared for the game.
And not having Alicia Gray and everybody else still a little uncertain. Are you able to get into a flow? I mean, here Alicia has this incredible game in game 1, and now she's gone. I mean, how do you get in the flow when you take a piece out of the puzzle like that?
I mean, we have next man up mentality on our team. We have a lot of people that can play. It's not like we just have 1 or 2 people. We have a big group of guys that come in every day and work hard. This is our job, and we're going to be ready regardless. We're proud of Leash. We're excited for her to go and represent USA in 3-on-3, and we're wishing her the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Ron. Next, we're going to go to Aaron. Aaron, go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, Moriah. Thanks for taking a little time for us today. I'm curious, playing against a player like Sue Bird and against a team that won the championship last year. How do you, as a player, approach that? Is this a game you're maybe particularly excited for, but because of the names and the accomplishments that they have?
And we were always excited to play. Obviously, they have a really good team. They won the championship last year. They have a lot of vets, and they play together a lot. So it's going to be a tough game. But at the end of the day, whoever's in front of us, we're going to come out and compete hard, just as if it's another team.
Great. Thank you very much, Aaron. Next, we're going to go to Douglas. Douglas, go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, Moriah, Doug Bonjour with Hearst Connecticut Media. Just wanted to ask you about, you talked about your injuries, kind of, what have all those, what have you learned from those, setbacks about yourself, and kind of just, obviously it's not what you had anticipated coming out of UConn, but just kind of what have you learned from through adversity there?
I mean, it's tough, obviously, but you learn a lot about yourself mentally. Staying strong every day. It's not easy to have injuries back to back. But, I mean, you set many goals for yourself every day in rehab. I'm going extremely hard, working out constantly every day, just trying to get better and to be ready for the season. So it's not easy, but I know God has a plan for me. So I'm going to keep following that plan and keep playing as long as I can.
And physically now you feel
Great.
Fine now?
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Douglas. We're going to go back to Aaron. Aaron, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Moriah, but before, last Friday, Coach Johnson was talking about wanting to play up tempo and kind of give some freedom to players. Can you describe how it felt to play in a regular season game as the lead guard in that kind of system?
I felt great. I mean, you can tell our chemistry is coming. Obviously, we haven't been together that long as a team and with the new staff and everything, but it feels good. It feels like we have a flow. In the beginning, I think we had some nerves and jitters. You can tell that by the turnovers, but I definitely think we picked it up, and I think that showed in the game.